Autism and sleep issues. Why your child cannot sleep and what fixes it. If it is severe and the child will go without sleep at a stretch for 4 days, 3 days, you will need melatonin. There are no two ways about it. I am not the best supporter of it. So if you want the child to be able to sleep peacefully, have a peaceful environment. If it requires you to abstain from energy vampires and trouble creating people, please maintain your distance. Within a week's time, your child's sleep cycle will go back to normal. Dear Jungle. Hello everybody, Rajni from Sashakt Empowering Lives. So today's topic, autism and sleep issues. Why your child cannot sleep and what fixes it. Sleep apnea is as much a reality with autism as anything else. So, a lot of children have sleep related disorders with autism, and it becomes difficult for the child to be able to sleep peacefully. When this happens, it creates a whole havoc for the parent because the entire sleep cycle of the parent is also disturbed. Needless to say, the parent has to go for a job or manage the house the next day, and so they roam around like zombies, and their power to think also reduces. This leads to irritation in the parent, and that leads to more behaviors in the kid. So it's a complete vicious cycle. Also, the productive early morning hours of the day, which are required for the child to learn, they are gone because sometimes the child is sleeping in the day early in the morning, or maybe in the first half of the day and later on at night not sleeping, or at times child is not sleeping at all. So now what to do when a situation like this occurs? See, if it is severe and the child will go without sleep at a stretch for 4 days, 3 days, you will need melatonin. There are no two ways about it. I am not the best supporter of medicines, especially allopathy, when it comes to autism. But when it comes to a severe sleep deprivation, then melatonin is the answer because there isn't much you can do if it is extremely severe. If it is not so severe and the cycles are disrupted, then they will sleep at 2 in the night, then wake up at 2 in the morning or 12 in the morning, like that, and in the day, uh, it is disrupting the entire system where their learning is taking a hit. In that case, what you can do is make sure that the child is really tired by the evening. See, what happens is if your child is waking up at 10, 12, and then they are lazing around in the bed, and then by around 2 o'clock, they have just brushed their teeth and probably you fed them. By the time you realize the day is over and it's evening, and the child is all full of energy. So now the child's energy is not going to be expended until 2, and you are exhausted because you woke up at 6. So to avoid that, one odd times you'll have to be very particular about it, and it will be uncomfortable, but yeah, can't help. Make sure that the child, is so busy. Take the child for a run, something. Tire them out, literally so that by 10, 12 they are drowsy. And if they're sleeping at 2, try that they sleep by 12, by just tiring them. And when they come down to 12, then try that they're sleeping by 10. Little bit of discipline in the house is very important. If the man of the house is so intrigued by TV and has literally given his life to TV, only wants to watch TV, then buy another TV and let the gentleman go to another room and lock himself there and watch the TV. In other cases, if the people around are supportive and they will be able to give up on their fascination for watching the cricket match till late, make sure that all the lights are off, all the sound is gone. There is a mahal or an environment for sleep, and in that environment you could have some aroma oils in a beaker. Try not to fight, literally. So I mean, fights are a part of every family, but try keeping the environment a little light, because children ingest toxic energy the fastest, and children with autism even faster. So, if there is any kind of tension in the house, if there are psychic attacks, if there is somebody who, who's like a minefield, will blast at the drop of a hat, the dal has less salt or something, try keeping your distance from people like these in the house, irrespective whether they are close family members or loved ones, because the more you will interact, the more the clash happens, the more the child will ingest the negative energy and will not be able to sleep. So, if you want the child to be able to sleep peacefully, have a peaceful environment. If it requires you to abstain from energy vampires and trouble creating people, please maintain your distance. Try to be emotionally not so much invested in the wrong kind of people, even if they are a part of your ecosystem, because then you cannot support the child. Be a little practical. Keep people at a distance, those who can create problem. Use some aroma oils. Give a warm bath to the child before the child sleeps. Around 9:30, start switching off the lights in the house. Um, Make sure that the child is comfortable. There are no elastics, nothing is itchy in the body, any tags in the night suit, anything that can take away sleep. Also, check for mosquitoes, for anything that can be a possible deterrent. I'm sure you've been doing that already. Along with that, if the child prefers mild light, have a 0 watt bulb. If not, switch off all the lights. Pack off like as if it was curfew time and war outside. 10 o'clock, the entire house goes completely silent, even if he wants to roam around in the house, one room to the other. If all the lights are closed and everything is switched off, then he doesn't have pretty much any place to go. Will keep lying down in the bed. If you have tired the kid out, if the kid has worked throughout the day, and you start to wake up the child, if he was waking up at 11, 12, 1, 2, now you're waking up the child, even if that means getting the child cranky, doesn't matter. You're waking them up, let's say at 8 or 9 or 10, not thinking, oh my god, this one has not had sleep, he slept so very late. Doesn't matter, 1 or 2 days, think of it like a jet lag, and wake them up early. You tired them. Now there is no stress. You put the aroma oil, you give them a bath, you give them a warm glass of milk. If you are not a big fan of CFGF, well, I'm not, but that's an independent personal choice. You want to do it, your choice. I don't believe in it. But give the child, if you can, a warm glass of milk. Have a nice, cozy environment, loving vibes. Switch off the lights. Within a week's time, your child's sleep cycle will go back to normal. Yeah. If it is severe and the child can go without sleep for days at a stretch, melatonin is your answer. Administered only after consulting with a doctor for the dosage for your child's age, health, vital conditions. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share with somebody who will benefit, press the notification, attend our lives Tuesday 7 to 7:30 p.m. Instagram, YouTube Hindi, and Autism Masterclass 7 to 9:30 p.m. on Zoom. Links of these are given in the description box below. 7 to 9:30 p.m. is either Thursdays or Fridays. You will get the links, all the links available in Zoom. I guess we are starting with Wednesdays also, but I'm not sure. You have to check in the links. Customized books, various other facilities, the app, all of it dedicated to children on the spectrum. Everything in the description box below. I shall see you next time with yet another topic. Until then, keep believing in your child, keep working with your child, and autism is workable.